into overdrive!
Yo, what's up guys? Welcome to the first deck showcase on this channel. It's a new format where I combine deck profiles with replays with, commentary, which is not the usual thing in replays. Anyways, I'm going first against the BA Orchid Hybrid, it seems. Anyways, this is one of the plays I can showcase with the deck, so I opened up decently. Now I'll go into Beast here, and honestly, the board to end on is not exactly good. At least it's something. I can go into this Mutant. Trade its effect, go into a second Mutant, but what's this board really gonna do, right? Now I do have the trap available, enabling me to go into Synthesis, which can quick effect pop the Cherubini, which is nice, preventing the Cherubini effect from going through. That should not be a big deal for the opponent, as he will just go into a Dante. Mill 3, as it cannot go over my Mutant, can go into a Beatrice, and should end phase 2 Guide Search, fair enough. Anyways, this was Farfetch, so it does return. I'm not sure why we never use Synthesis effect to prevent monster effects, I guess it missed timing or something like that. Anyways, you use the Trap Grave effect, meaning we get to draw 2 with our Mutant effect. And yeah. Using Beatrice, I immediately use my effect Synthesis to become monster immune. He wants to do something on it, but it cannot be affected by monster effects currently. Okay, he has the tool guide with this go in. Okay, interesting place. So the Bolt Sword and Dante should survive at about 1000 life points, I think. Yeah, 1000 life points. Okay, that's fair enough. If he was a better player, we would probably not survive. Anyways, we got some new resources from players in the previous turn. This deck's one speciality is probably its grind game. So he wants to use its effect, okay, switch my monster to defense, okay, that kinda sucks, but it's whatever. We trap trick, go for that one. And that's a misplay. What we should have sent is the end test, target one of the lower attack position monsters, use the end test to get rid of the Boil Sword. But it is whatever. Misplays happen, it's a new deck. There's a lot to take in. Anyways, I think he's out of resources, he tries to make some plays that just don't really work and he passes. We once again use Trap Prick, I mean we have it set, why not? Except we didn't really see our Dogmatika side, so it's not exactly useful. Well, we got back our Mutant, but when you summon it this way it's not gonna do anything, that doesn't really help. We top deck the Maximus, which is nice, now we can just send 2 fusions and they nasty advantages. It seems he didn't really have great targets in his extra deck left, if he even ran any great target for the Maximus. Graf goes into Calcap, which will back row back, which is fine, we can just set it again. Big issue for us at all. We search this one, the one that basically acts like an effect fire. Quick effect, anyways he wants to use the danger, we're just going to prevent it in the first place from happening. Okay, M05, summon, effect. Search the arsenal. Shuffle it back to draw. Yeah. So this is an error from Pro's side. So I'm not sure if I can show it here. I want to show it quickly. Archetype Mutant. Usually fusion spells need to list fusion as well, as this should be a fusion spell. But this one doesn't at the moment due to a bug, so Predaplant, Verte and Icon I cannot copy the effect here, which will affect both replays I think. And it makes another variant that I want to showcase impossible at the moment, hope it gets fixed by tomorrow morning. So I can show you the more exciting variant. This was mostly a request. Anyways, let's move on to the second replay. We're up against a zombie deck. I think it's Zombie Eldritch. We open with one of the best Disciple, whatever it's called, is one of the best spells. Okay. Now, we make a mistake here. We should have summoned a level 4 Ecclesia. We shouldn't have searched this. I blame my inexperience with Dogmatika. I don't play the deck a lot. In general, it's been a while since I've played, not gonna lie. So, excuse any misplays. They will happen here, and I do apologize for them. If she's gonna book a life or a monster away once, then if he wants to do it again, we're just gonna prevent it. He's still gonna get the summon, okay, fair enough. Anyways, yeah, so he tries to set up his zombie world thing, which we don't want to happen, so we use Music to Try. Going into Synthesis, which can quick effect pop the field spell, preventing any really bad plays from happening to our side. We become monster effect immune, making it hard for him to get rid of its synthesis. There are ways for him to get rid of it, but yeah. Okay, so he just runs into that. Guess he didn't read it. Fair enough, I mean, it's not the most popular Dogmatika card, but I like it. I like it as a one-off. There are a lot of level 8 array in this deck. This enabled us to run trade him. Anyways, once again, the bug pops up again. We control mutants enough to fuse, at least, yeah, it was a possibility here. But once again, couldn't. It's a shame. Maybe we should have tossed Dragoon in here anyway. In the other mutant list, I will probably include Dragoon. It's just too good of a monster at the moment. Anyway, yeah, he's in a really strong situation, but we will use souls. Hope we can bait something, or no, okay. We somehow survive. But now we just drop the trap crick into the Dogmatika punishment, and this is big-ish misplay from our side. Always remember to read cards. It cannot be targeted with monster effects. My play here was to send Entes to pop the Eldritch and then use Entes to pop Boiled, but of course it cannot be targeted with monster effects, so that's a big misplay from my side. This duel is all misplay turbo. And as we search the trap, the cry, which will get her or she will get us or Ultimus, which will be a big deal breaker in this duel. Okay, so like switch plays again. We go for the cry. I mean, he could have went for battle damage here, I think. Not entirely sure, but it's okay. Probably wanted to steal it, then didn't realize the effect. Now he has to banish it, and now we can make a clutch comeback. Yeah, this deck is really good in a grind game. I think a control variant will be strong. He top stacks Burial, that's very nasty, so we're gonna say no to that. And overwin is basically guaranteed at this point. Top deck trade-in doesn't matter, and we kick for game. Wait, the Ultimus. This was the decklist I was using. I recommend including a Dragoon somewhere. Maybe bump it up to like 60 cards, include some hand traps, maybe 3 couples of, what's it called again? Crossout Designator. And I also ran 2 of each of the level 8s, so we have a decent chance of seeing them, so we don't just not see them ever. 3 times Dogmatika Fleur-de-Lis, which is one of the better Dogmatika cards. 1 copy of Hashashin-yan. Dogmatika Hashinshin, I don't know. I really like it, it's a neat one-off, it can come in clutch, but yeah. The other cards are usually superior. 2 Maximus, it's a big card in our deck. It can send one of the mutants if we struggle to get the mutant side of the deck going. 3 Ecclesia, the best Dogmatika card that exists, together with Farfa. Farfa Servant, Nadir Servant. Only 1 GB88, maybe I should have run more, but in this variant I was already running so many cards I couldn't afford to run more. It's a very strong card if you can summon to your opponent's turn, but yeah. It does rely on Mutant being in your graveyard already, that isn't one of your fusions, and that can be a bit challenging at times. We run maximized out on the normal summons for the Mutant side, together with the E-Tele. 3 copies of Souls, this is a must, since some people might not have realized it yet, but this is a level 8 spellcaster. And Souls is a disgustingly strong card. That didn't exactly change overnight or anything, especially combined with Verte and Anaconda, that can lead to some interesting plays. 3 trade-ins, got lots of level 8s in here, might as well. 3 times Fusion Spells, really good card, it's a shame it doesn't have the Fusion tag on Edo Pro yet, otherwise this card would be way better than you could see in the replays. 3 copies of Evolution Lab. Is this worth running a 3 or even running a Terraforming 4? I'm not sure yet, time will tell. 2 encounters, it's to do punishment and to acquire to have multiple targets for the trap trick. That's usually the way I like running traps in combination with trap trick, although, you know, preference is a thing. Max out on the fusions, only summoned ultimates like once or twice per duel, but still, want to try them out. And this is a high attack target for punishment. Can get rid of a lot of nasty monsters. This is just a very good target in general for your fusion spell, but also your fusion trap. It's just a single pop on the first effect, but that single pop is nice. It also targets face downs. It does come up handy. Of course, you need this for the Dogmatika side. 2 Entes, maybe overkill, but it's once again nice for the Entes. For the Dogmatika side. 1 Omega for Dogmatika, 1 Ferret Anaconda, 1 Almirage, 1 Linkuriboh. Could the deck list be better? Yeah, probably way better. I'm not that experienced in Dogmatika. This is my first time trying Myutant. Cut me some slack. Let's move on to the grading of the deck, the score. So going first, I rated a 5 out of 10. It can't really set up negates, but it's not terrible either. It does what you expect from a weaker Dogmatika variant. The muted side does have some nice interactions, but in general it's a bit disappointing. Maybe a 5 out of 10 is generous. Going second, I rated a 2 out of 10. I can't see this deck really breaking many boards. It dies to a single negate, it dies to a single Ash. On top of that, it dies to a single Savage Dragon. Any deck that can put up any form of negate will crush this deck. Consistency, I rate about a 4 out of 10. There are a decent amount of starters, but getting to actual power plays on a consistent basis is hard in this deck. Now, versatility wise, I decided to give it a 7 out of 10. It has a lot of plays it can go into, but once again, these plays are just not that strong yet. Durability, aka grind game ability, the ability of this deck to go into long games, I rated it an 8 out of 10. That's the strongest part of Mutant so far. Ultimus will give you a really, really great late game, just like the Mechaba does for Invoked. It's a decent boss, it's actually a pretty good boss, it's just a shame it's kind of hard to get out. So in general, I'd rate this deck about a 5 out of 10, although that might be on the generous side. I will be showcasing a more combo-oriented variant of Mutant very soon. Instead of this variant, somebody suggested it, I forgot your name, sorry about that. But in general, would I recommend this build? Maybe as a base, but don't actually play this variant. I'm not impressed, maybe somebody else will make a better Dogmatika hybrid. I mean, I'm sure this is not optimal. I gave my shot, my best shot, but yeah. Sometimes your best shot is just not enough. Regardless, I hope you guys enjoyed this new format, the first deck showcase. And I'll see you guys in the next one. Atlas signing out.